Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm continuing my series of blind sniffing first impressions on all of Authenticity Perfumes. I just did their flagship fragrance, which is just called Authenticity, and that one was pretty meh. I'd say it was pretty mediocre. But there's 13 of them. There might be some real hidden gems in the line, as the kids say these days. So I'm randomly picking these. I put them into my computer. I'm just having my computer randomly pick which ones. So today we're gonna do L'Homme Riche. I don't know what any of these smell like. So I'm gonna just read the description for all these. We'll put them on a tester strip. I'll give you my first impressions, and then I'll wear them all on my skin throughout the coming weeks and let you know about all the other juicy details. I just thought first impressions would be fun because I haven't done it in a while. So let's read the description. L'Homme Riche, the rich man, is a fresh, daring, and seductive masculine fragrance that is perfect for virtually any venue or occasion. This fragrance won't disappoint anyone looking for a perfume with high energy and boundless limits. Wow. The top notes of this fragrance are an invigorating blend of bergamot, grapefruit, and lemon. Okay, that sounds exactly like the one I just smelled. These are the light scents that remain for only the first few hours after application. Wow, I know that. After the scintillating top notes fade, the middle notes of lavender and clary sage take over, followed by base notes of cedarwood, ylang ylang, and amber. Okay, and these are all eau de parfums. They claim that they guarantee them to last 12 hours or more. I don't know if they return them if they don't, but that's what they say. With Authenticity that I just reviewed for you, I'm kind of finding that the marketing of this company is geared towards like people that maybe are not into fragrances that much, or like people who only wear designer stuff. It seems like they have a designer sensibility to their marketing, which is, I guess, a bit weird for an indie company. Normally they try to do some weird stuff, but also like I guess that's being a business. Anyways, I didn't get anything from that description. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not even really smelling anything. So let's just spray it. These are really nice 5 milliliter samples. They're nice hard plastic, and the sprayer, at least on the other one, was quite good. So you'll see that in a second here. 2 sprays might be a little too much. Ooh, that's very strong. Ooh, that's I kind of like that. Uh, these are pretty strong. Well, I should say at least the other one I tried, I'd mentioned, I found it to be a little bit weak when I was trying it, but that was because it's a lot of citrus and it was right up in my nose. They're pretty strong. Um, this smells not anything like the description, but this too smells like something I've smelled before, and I think off the top of my head, it's kind of a random one. Kenneth Cole Reaction. There was a. Let me go on a tangent for a moment here. There was a Kenneth Cole fragrance. I'm not big on Kenneth Cole, so I'm not exactly sure what it was. But it was a Kenneth Cole fragrance, and then they came out with like 3 flankers that you were supposed to use to layer with the fragrance. And one of them was called Intensity, I think. I could be wrong. But I got it in a sample pack, and I remember actually kind of liking it for a designer. Not all design. I mean, there's great designer scents, but sometimes a lot of designer scents you're like, okay, I've smelled this shit 1,000 times. But I remember really liking it because it gave me like almost a root beer, ginger beer sort of woody vibe. And that is what I am getting immediately. This is not what I was expecting. It's very interesting because it smells bad and good at the same time. When I first sprayed it and smelled it, I want to tell you that this is awfully strong, even for me, and I can't smell things very well. It's awfully strong. I don't think performance is probably going to be an issue with this house, which is normally a lie. Normally, companies lie all the time about performance, and YouTubers lie too. Am I lying to you right now? I don't know. I guess you have to trust me. But there are some companies that are not kidding, and I think this might be one where the performance, at the very least, is going to be. Yeah, so I'm not really describing this very much for you. My apologies. it has this root beer woody vibe to it that is sweet and creamy, almost like cream soda, I guess you could say. But there's this odd muskiness that might be clary sage. It's this odd muskiness that almost smells off. But I kind of like it. It's like this smells a little muskier than I was expecting when you first get hit with that cream soda root beer vibe. Almost like a cinnamon apple pie sort of vibe at the same time too. But there is this weird creamy muskiness underneath that is a bit odd and almost smells like, I don't want to say shaving cream because this is not that, but it's just this weirdness to it. And yeah, it smells very like funky, like musky, almost not. I don't want to say animalic, but I don't know how to describe it. It's a very creamy muskiness that almost smells a bit off, but sometimes musky smells that can get too powerful. Um, like I don't like when there's a lot of musk because it gets overwhelming and powerful, and almost like kind of funky, you know. And sometimes that's a good thing. And I can't tell if I like the way it's blended in here or not. Um, this kind of is woody too. I'm smelling a lot of wood in the dry down. And this does smell like other fragrances I've smelled. Like I'm honestly gonna tell you, I'm almost getting hints of like 1 million in here, like little hints of that. The dry down, the that kind of cinnamon woody sort of almost candied like dry down. I don't think that this is quite as sweet as something like that. Um, at least it doesn't smell quite as cloying, but it actually is kind of going in that direction now. So this also is one that I'm probably not going to like, honestly. I don't hate the way it smells. It's a bit odd. As you can tell, I'm a little bit confused by the way it smells. I'm not sure if I like that muskiness. It's interesting. I do like the sweet, spicy kind of smell, but it's starting to I would say it's a little less sweet than 1 million, but I am actually getting vibes of that. And that's another fragrance where I don't hate the way it smells, but I would never wear that on myself. I don't think I would see myself wearing this. Um, but I think people would like this. Um, but it's probably just not for me, just like authenticity as well. I think I like this one more than authenticity, but I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to remember. This is just a first impression. I'm sorry, my thoughts are so scattered, but I will certainly wear all these on my skin and everything, like I said. But I don't know. I'm a little bit worried that these are just gonna be like designer fragrance knockoffs. That's pretty piss poor for an indie house to do something like that. I don't know. Clone houses, but they're not marketed as a clone house, so it's kind of like I don't know. I just don't. I don't dig that. That's not my bag. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But this definitely smells like a mixture of designer sweet style scents with a little less cloying kind of bubblegum thing going on and a little of this funky musk. And that's it. That's all I can tell you. I don't want to keep smelling it and telling you the same thing. So, L'Homme Riche. I don't hate it. I would rate it a little higher than authenticity just because of my tastes. Although I have to tell you that I find this a little bit less synthetic actually than authenticity. It's awfully strong from first spray. I don't think performance is going to be an issue. I just think that this smells like a lot of designer stuff. So did the other one. I'm not really impressed by this house so far. I don't hate it. I would think I would give authenticity like probably just based on my first impressions like a 5. I would maybe give this a 6, maybe a 5.5, probably a 6. I could see a lot of people liking these, but there are also probably better alternatives. So I don't know what this company's trying to do. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Hey, whatever. I have 11 more to go, so I'll get through those. Yeah, and that's that. I just telling you what I'm smelling and thinking. All right, take care, everybody. Peace out.